Hello, 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 and welcome. I hope you guys are all having a great weekend. It's Sunday. We are here for our usual live together. It's TGIS. Thank goodness it's Sherry. My corny little saying, just for me. Anyways, I hope you guys are all having a good weekend. Anything new and exciting happen for you? Sorry, I'm a little bit late. I was actually doing a few last minute errands. I have a buffet of drinks and a little bit of chocolate. It's so yummy. My peach tea with honey. Hope you guys are all having a good Sunday. Hello, hello, hello. It smells so yummy. I wonder if Miri got her gift yet. I wonder if she's going to join us and let us know. How was everybody's work week? Mine was busy. My back was killing me. Hi, Gianna Marie. Thank you, honey. A little bit of chocolat. It's so smooth. I love these ones. For $1, they are amazing. Did my nails yesterday? You can't really see the accent nail, though. How is everybody's weather now that our seasons are changing up? Hello, Shayna. I also see your videos but never watched. You love my home decor? Thanks, hon. I really appreciate that compliment. I had arranged it. The TV that was here was behind me against this wall. Hello, Hua. Against that wall. And I switched it around. So the TV's on this side now. And honestly, this couch set is like amazing. It's like it's called an infinity couch set. There's 7 pieces to it, and you can maneuver the couch set into like a billion different ways. If my place was big enough, you could literally line it all up together. You can make L shapes, C shapes. You can have it in one in a corner on an angle kind of thing. Like every piece moves its own way. It's all separate. So it gives you diversity in a huge way. You want white so bad, but your kids would destroy it. Yeah. The only thing I could suggest if you love the white and you want that is to get coverings for them. But even white coverings on white couch kind of thing, at least you'd be able to take it off and clean it or something like that. But I totally understand. I totally hear you. I don't have kids at home, so I thought I'd go with white because it is really nice and crisp. Hello, hot in Los Angeles, Gianna Marie. Wow, lucky you. Well, we have a really nice fall day today, to be honest. The weather is gorgeous. The wind is so light, you almost can't feel it. So it's just a beautiful, calm fall October day. Anybody doing anything special for Halloween? I was thinking about hanging out to do the decoration I want to do. I'll show you. Hang on. So this is my little decoration pile. I plan to do a kitty costume this year. So I'm going to bling up the ears. And I want to bling up the face mask too, because there's a face mask. I give you a sneak peek of what it looks like before I bling it up. So we're definitely going to have some fun with that. And then I made my own choker for like my collar. And I made my own little bracelets. Trying to be very festive. So this is like my little paw bracelets kind of thing, and they match the choker. And I even have a tail. But I got some of these bling things, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to do the eyelashes with the face mask, but we shall see. So that's the plan for me for Halloween. Anybody else have any plans? Or are you just taking out the kids? Or how does your Halloween work in your house? Hello, Billy Hogan. How are ya? It's been a heck of a day doing a lot of running around here, actually. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. It is already 1:10 here. We'll hang out for about an hour, and then I'm going to probably be going out for a drive for a while. So Sunday nothingnesses, you know? What do I think of Cindy Watts's book? Oh my goodness. For real. Does this woman have nothing else to do other than hate on somebody who's already passed away and dead? Honestly, she's relentless. It's kind of upsetting. It's perturbing to see her kind of continue to, deteriorate Shanann Watts's characteristic and whatever, like, honestly. But to each their own, I guess. And if that makes you feel better, I don't know. Like, karma sucks, really sucks. So good luck with that, because what's going on and what she's doing is definitely not. This is live, so I have to kind of mind my P's and Q's, right? Christine, you're from Salem, Massachusetts, is that? The Witch City? No way. So cool. Salem. Sorry, Salem. I don't know why I said Salim. I'm so sorry. We don't see any kids anymore where you're at, Billy says. I think there's a lot of that going on in different areas around the world. Hello, Julia Katzen. Yeah, it's very not cool. That's a really good analogy, Gianna Marie, because there is no way for Shanann to stick up for herself. So, like, by doing that, it's almost adding insult to injury with the crime. Like, we get it that you love your son and you're never going to, not love him, but what's the $1 million, Julia Katzen? A lot of people don't hand out candy like they used to. That's very true, Shane and Monique. And I mean, you still want to go through the proper protection type scenarios where you dump out the candy and you look through each piece and you make sure there's no punctures into the candies due to some messed up people out there trying to give things that are bad to kids. That happens here too. I mean, what's the 20 billion? What the heck? Julia Katzen. Big parties in LA for Halloween? That's so cool. Oh, I love that when people find each other through the channel, like, hey, I live right near there, or whatever. That's pretty cool. But it's unfortunate that, Cindy feels the need to do this to Shanann Watts. She doesn't need to be trashed or whatever. We already know who committed the crime and kind of what happened. I mean, so it's kind of unnecessary to just keep throwing someone under the bus due to not getting along. And, like, might I just add, why is it that you get along so well with Nicole Kessinger, but you don't get along with Shanann Watts? That to me is a little bit mind-boggling and a little bothersome. So, but that's just my opinion about it. I honestly feel like she kind of just doesn't really have anything better to do. And I don't know why she has such a hard-on for hate for Shanann Watts, really. Did she feel threatened or undermined by her, Shira type, attitude of, I got this, I got it all, I got it handled and stuff? Like, what was her reasoning behind not liking her, really? Like she buckled and butted you a couple of times and made you conform to certain situations, such as the nut allergy. It was known that Shanann told Cindy to put everything away before they got there, so that there was nothing out in the open that was dangerous that the kids would even want. And because one was allergic, both couldn't have it. Because I mean, she really didn't want to have to say no to one and yes to the other. So it's really, unfortunate that she couldn't just understand and see it for what it was. Shanann was loving her family enough to maybe even be a little overprotective, but better to be that than end up in the hospital with some freaking, issue of cardiac arrest or some type of allergy that's serious that could kill her. Like, so I think, it's one thing if you're going to butt somebody on personal taste or, maybe the way you dress or whatever like that. But all over something serious like that, like Cece's allergy, that's not time to be butting. That's not time to be going against, you know what I mean? What would have happened? What would have freaking happened if the child would have actually had some of that ice cream before Shanann got in the kitchen to see what the fiddle was going on, right? What would have happened then, Cindy? Would you have been at the hospital telling the doctors you were the one who gave her, like, the whole thing is like, wow, lady, come on. It's not like she wanted to tell you how to decorate your home. She just didn't want anything dangerous out in the open in front of her kids, so that neither of them wanted it and it wasn't a fighting issue. Sounds to me like she was trying to nip it in the butt, and if one couldn't have it, well, they both couldn't have it. Didn't matter if one was allergic and the other wasn't. She just didn't want to have that kind of a fight between them, right? So it's better to just not have it around at all. And here's Cindy and Jamie, bringing out the nuts and battling her on this. Like this is my house and I'll do what I want. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I mean, it's not like it was just over personal taste or something like that. This is a serious allergy. So why she continues to kind of bash Shanann, I have no idea. The only thing I can chalk it up to is that she was threatened in some way by Shanann, and she just didn't like her woman strength to handle whatever the hell was on her plate and then some. Not everybody can do that. So maybe she was just kind of jealous about it or something. I don't know. The whole thing's really weird, though. Cindy has so much guilt, right? Honestly, Christine Carr, I couldn't agree with you more. I think that it's just blown into this whole huge thing that it's very obvious that Cindy Watts did not like or approve of Shanann's taste or what she wanted. I mean, we remember the conversation where she was like, well, I didn't need a big ring like that when I married my husband, and I didn't need a big wedding when I married my husband. Why are you comparing it? It doesn't matter. Each woman's special day is each woman's special day. Who the hell are you to say anything about it? And then Jamie offering to send out the invitations and not following through and just fucking up the whole day. Like, thanks. The one time that she's going to get married happily and be in a better relationship than she was with her first marriage. Like, come on, what the hell is wrong with her, But to each their own. If that's what makes you feel better and sleep better at night, I don't agree. I don't see it, but that's just me. Billy Hogan, you've caused a woman to pee herself once many moons ago. Jamie was jealous of everything Shanann had, Gianna Marie says. Yeah, like they sure didn't try to get along, And I mean, after there was so much butting one way, Shanann bit back, right? She sent back the Christmas toys because she was not interested in having anything from the family if they couldn't get along and stuff like that, right? Hilario Blancos, I always say, and I won't get tired of saying it, you're so beautiful. Oh, well, thank you so much. You're so sweet. Thank you. Christine Carr says she had guilt about her mothering skills and about all the problems she caused for Shanann may have contributed to her death. Guilt, guilt, guilt kind of thing. Hi, Blue Skies. How are you? Well, I will personally never really understand what the point is on, bad mouthing a woman who really, in essence, was just trying to handle it all and be that good wife at home for her husband, make money to contribute to the family, own a beautiful home and set it up as such. I mean, she had goals and aspirations and dreams. She had, boards upon boards upon boards of visions of what she wanted for her life. And she was a go-getter. Like, how is that anything to hate on? But whatever, to each their own, right? Tea time. I got peach tea. You're enjoying tea on the front porch watching the rain. That's so nice. I love a good rain shower, like good thunderstorm and stuff. Lightning and thunder. The thunder always scares my cats, but poor Shanann and the girls. I mean, talk about a fight with family. Like, that's just stupid. There's things that are okay to kind of fight about or at least discuss about and maybe disagree on and stuff like that. An allergy to something that could cause a hospital visit that costs money shouldn't be an argument. It should be oh my God, okay, yeah, no problem. We will work around that. We will put away whatever needs to be put away kind of thing. Hello, the edgy Indian. But I mean, that's not how Cindy saw it. I think she saw it as Shanann trying to dictate what she should be able to do and what she shouldn't be able to do within her own home. But I think that was poor timing. I think that the support that they had for Chris Watts and, what he wanted for his life and family and stuff, it wasn't even close to supportive, right? We have tea and chocolate. But what a thing to battle about. So the fact that she keeps kind of throwing her under the bus, I know, right? I have my wonderful monthly gift. Chocolate is always amazing for it. And well, we never hang out and have a little treat together, right? We always have drinks together. I also have my iced tea. This stuff is so good. It's green tea with ginseng and honey, my favorite. Hello, RHM Studios Network. My back is always killing me. I just try to not bring it up every 2 seconds. Because seriously, I try to push through it, put on the happy face, and move on. I'm going back to my doctor tomorrow morning, so I'm hoping to have a good conversation. Am I sitting Indian style? No. No, I'm not. I love these. Yummy. And then, of course, we have the ice water going on. And my peach tea. What do you guys think about Cindy Watts's book and everything that's happened between them and everything we're talking about? Tell me your thoughts. I'd love to hear what everybody else thinks, These are so yummy. I totally agree. Like I said, we're probably just going to hang out for like another half an hour or so. And then I'm going to go for a drive this afternoon. Gianna Marie says Cindy is just trying to justify what Chris Watts did. How can you justify that, right, Gianna Marie? The woman and the children are gone, and those are your grandchildren, might I add. You don't seem to be very like sad that they're no longer around for special occasions or to hang out or do a movie night or do a visit. There's no more fighting about any of that, and they don't seem remotely sad about any of it either. Like, I don't understand how she could even try to justify that with what her son did. I understand unconditional love, that's fine, but bashing his wife is not fine. Like, seriously. Hello, Chris, making America great again. Billy says, I'm not going to support someone who's trying to get rich off their dead daughter-in-law. That's just wrong. No doubt, Billy. Like, you 100% have a point, right? Like, 100%. Like, what is she thinking? Like, unbelievable. I understand. Like I said, if you want to, support your son and you want to go and visit him and you want to send him money and you want to have, calling cards and you want him to have nice things in jail and good soaps and all that jazz. That, like, whatever, do what you got to do, Mama Watts. But do you have to trash the victims? Did you even care about little Bella and Celeste and the grandson that you never got to even meet? Because she doesn't seem too sad about any of this. Like, Lily G, hi. Yes, she doesn't seem to give a flying fiddle's rat's arse about nothing, except that she's wanting to justify this. How can you justify this? None of this was okay. None of it was right. 3, 4 people are completely wiped off the face of the planet due to your son. Like I said, I get if you want to send him some nice soaps, but like, do you have to trash the victims? Like, for real. I don't understand that part of it, Like, you would think a normal person would feel bad about doing something like that to somebody who's dead now. And she just doesn't seem to have any respect at all, at all. Like, I can't even imagine the conversations that are happening in that household now between them. Crazy. Meow, meow. So what do you guys think about all of this? Has anybody actually read the full books? Chris Watts's letters, as well as Cindy Watts's book? I wonder how much profit this has made for them and all. And I just wonder how well this project, or whatever you want to call it, is actually going. I wonder if there's any significant amount of profit. Like, there's already orders in place, though, that there should be no profit made from this crime. I feel like the people that are going round about it, probably shouldn't, but to each their own. It's sad that she's not sad about the grandchildren because, that was part of her bloodline and stuff. And it's kind of cold and heartless that there's no emotion there for that loss. That loss is huge. I mean, who wouldn't be devastated? So it's very odd that these are the responses a year after the crime, a year and a bit after the crime, like that there's still no sign of serious loss to to and about the grandchildren. You want your cat thing? Go ahead. Sorry. it would have been nice to hear some of that sorrow and to, see some of that. It's just been so off. It doesn't even make sense why. Yeah, like not one emotion, not one tear, not one interview that of all the interviews that everybody did and everything, there is really nothing to show that they are sad for the loss of their grandchildren. But yet they're going to turn around and keep bashing the mother, like you might as well be bashing the kids too, because that's what it looks like. That's exactly what it looks like. She should just start bashing the girls, right? That's exactly what she's doing when she's doing it to the mom. That's how I see it anyway. I don't know about you guys. But Billy, if you're still here, I completely agree with you. There's no point in supporting something like that. It's very clear that there's a smidgen of remorse coming from Chris Watts himself. But, if this is how his family supports him and stuff, I could just imagine what the heck they're saying to him. Had to answer the phone. Yeah, no, I completely agree with your comment about not wanting to support something like that. As much as I want to read it because it's in connection to this, it's probably only going to make me more upset. And I just don't understand the mentality behind, bashing somebody who's passed away. But tell me your thoughts, honestly. Yeah, well, it would probably just piss me right off. Like, if I can find it for dirt cheap, that I should look right now just for fun. Just for fun. Oh, nice. So it's on Kindle. Two-Face, The Mysterious Mistress and the Confession. Let's see. So Sherilyn Cattle is selling her book for $17.10. That's the Letters from Christopher one. This is all on Amazon. And then Kindle has Killer Family Man, The True Story of Chris Watts by Peter Dovitt. I don't know if I'm saying that right. But it looks like the Two-Face. There's a few people that have done books, you guys. There's a person named Nick Vanderleek. And then there's the Peter Dovitt and Sherilyn Cattle. False Narrative, The Case of Christopher Watts by Irish Heinzelman. I don't know how to say that. There's the Nick Vanderleek. There's another one, True Crime by Jack Rosewood and Rebecca Lowe. I Killed My Family by Sammy Stories. So it looks like there's quite a few people who have done some books in regards to this case. And I mean, they're ranging from, $17 to $30. So, and I mean, it makes you wonder what kind of information you're really going to get out of these, because we have the case files, for crying out loud. So, I mean, there isn't more that they've gotten compared to what we've gotten. And they may have had a personal visit, or they had a personal discussion with one of the other law enforcements involved. Who knows, right? But, and that might just put an entirely false information out there of stuff that really didn't even happen, because they're trying to get wow shock factors and whatever, right? You're funny, Billy. Make you want to stomp her. Jeez whiz. No, I don't want to live in jail. So no. But it seems as though Kindle is sort of the best place to get some of this information, or some of these books and stuff here. An anthology of the true crime headlined by the story of Chris Watts. Shanann and Chris Watts looked like the perfect couple. They had already proudly posted an ultrasound image of their new child, with whom she was just over 3 months pregnant. On Facebook at a party, she would announce the gender of the latest member of the Watts family. It was a boy, and they would call him Nico. The 34-year-old wife with a good job, nice home, terrific kids, and the perfect loving husband really did seem to have it all, it says. But she didn't. It certainly seems to be the case that Shanann's publicly offered feelings were true to her heart, but her husband's were not. He was a man with many secrets. We are only just beginning to learn the extent of these, and time will help to identify those that are true and those that have emerged on shaky ground. From the gossip surrounding the tragic and horrific story, which is about to unfold, because Chris Watts is certainly in prison awaiting trial, and the number of charges among them first-degree murder for Shanann Bella Celeste, along with causing the premature termination of his son's life. So this one probably came out before he had even gone through the court process, and that's the one by Peter Dovitt, or Dovitt, however you say that. Let's see what the other one says. In the early morning hours of August 13, 2018, in a small, quiet Colorado town of Frederick, after murdering his family, Chris Watts calculatingly and coldly put his girls in oil battery tanks and buried his pregnant wife in a shallow grave, then returned to work like nothing happened. Chris ultimately pled guilty to the murders, and he is currently serving multiple life sentences. While in prison, Chris receives tons of mails from friends and family, but also fans. Author Sherilyn Cattle decided that after a calling from God, she would write to Chris and ask him if she could write a book about his story. Surprisingly, he wrote back. After a few back and forth letters, Chris sent the paperwork to Sherilyn to be put on the visitors list. She then visited him, and they talked about her writing a book. After visiting him, he told Sherilyn he wanted to tell her his confession in writing because he felt their conversations were being recorded. He has revealed things to her that no one else knows, not even the FBI. Some of these details will be completely shocking for you to hear. Letters from Christopher is a true crime story with important information to put the pieces of the puzzle together for inquiring minds. Read herein the completely truthful account of what happened to Shanann Bella Celeste and Nico Watts. About the author, it says, new and upcoming author Sherilyn Cattle receives the Midwest with her husband of 47 years, 3 children and their spouses, and 11 grandchildren. She loves to write, play golf, camp, and travel. Her most favorite pastime is spending time with her grandchildren. She loves true crime stories. Interesting. The Two-Face Oblivion one with Nick Vanderleek says, what truth is there in the second confession? In Annihilation, it was firmly established and reinforced that the scenario of the crime Chris Watts gave his interrogators during the second confession was a lie. The Watts children weren't killed after Shanann. They weren't murdered at the well site. The murder was more calculated and cunning than Watts has let on. It was premeditated. If it's clear, Watts was lying yet again and remains to sift through the second confession. What's left to unravel? Just these three questions. What truth is there in the second confession? Where does the truth take us? When did the premeditation start, and what precisely started it? In Oblivion, Nick Vanderleek does a difficult job of untying the knots of the strands of veracity tied and tangled into all the lies. There again, it's just a question of finding them, separating them, and figuring out patterns they weave and what the patterns mean. With each successive book in the Two-Face series, the analysis goes deeper and darker. The insights become sharper and more finely tuned. Oblivion is more complex, challenging, and complicated analysis than Annihilation. And all the preceding narratives in the series, it is really the most earth-shattering of the 8 narratives. Eight freaking books, you guys. Because what Oblivion does, it is finally completes the circle. The full circle means that it grasped is the full scale, the sheer dimensions, and the devastation of this tragedy. 8 books, 9 books. What the fiddle? Crazy. Wow. Kind of shocked. I clearly have not looked into this before, right? So, sorry, now I'm missing some comments. Let's see here. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it, Billy. It will, Yvette says it will continue to try to profit from the shocking case. So sad. Hello, Purple Paisley Planner. Hello, hello. Thumbs up. Thanks for the thumbs up, by the way. That's awesome. For real. Sherilyn's a millionaire duped the old Watts, but their innocence got her there. It's kind of crazy that there's so many books, but yeah. Sad stuff for sure. Falls like winter. Well, if anybody is interested in some of these, it looks like Kindle has a lot of them for $0. It's also on Audible if some of you have that. I did look up Cindy's book. I just looked it more into Chris's, but I did look up Cindy's as well. And now I just punched it in and it's nowhere on the frickin' page. That's really weird. So what the fiddle? Books. So what would be the reason that we aren't able to see any of this information? There's some commentary on Reddit, but you know, it usually just doesn't disappear off the channel unless, in all honesty, like, was this freaking fake? Like, I don't know. My thoughts on Cindy Watt's book post early today. Even though I blame Cindy for enabling her son's disdain for his wife and believing that to be the central cause of these murders, I really wanted to hear what she had to say. I've always been curious as to how they're dealing with this. I could agree with her on some points, like the overspending. Her questioning and illnesses really didn't sit well with me because she isn't a doctor. She certainly wasn't there. I also know that lupus and fibromyalgia go hand in hand, so it's not like Shanann was diagnosed with anything other than rheumatic person hasn't been. I really do agree, though, that they had a financial problem or whatever, and it should have been dealt with with a bankruptcy when the bankruptcy happened. There's nothing wrong with her believing that. And in fact, it's probably the smartest thing she said. What bothered me, though, was the fact that I keep going over and over what I could have done to prevent this. All the while, she defends her behavior in the moment she and Shanann had hardships. It's like she's looking in a mirror at something that isn't there while ignoring the cancerous mole on her face. I think if she truly wants to heal and understand these murders and her part in them, she needs to reevaluate her stance on why she didn't get along with Shanann. She should stop defending it and change her perspective on it. That is somebody's opinion on Reddit in regards to the book. Man, the other channels seem like they are eating each other alive over this book. Oh my gosh, falls like winter. Hello, Patel Nalish Bahai. Thank you for the compliments. Is Cattle still going on Dr. Phil? From what I know, yes. Cattle is to be on the Dr. Oz in November, Yvette says. But I mean, for crying out loud, I did see her book on the top of the page, so it's just like, well, where the fiddle is it now? Hey, Jennifer, how's it going, girl? I wanted to pop on to tell you I emailed you back. Oh, I haven't even gotten to my emails for like 2 days, girl. I'm sorry. Or I did read an email from you, actually. La-di-da-da. I have a delivery incomplete to your email address, Jennifer. That's weird because we were emailing each other on this. And I did ask you, girl, I said, what is your name on Facebook, Jennifer? Because I was going to look for you, but it looks as though perhaps you deleted your iCloud email. That's what it looks like on my end because it's giving me a delivery incomplete notification. Did you delete your email, girl? Where are you at, honey? I also sent you a Facebook message. What? No, I haven't deleted my email. I updated my phone, but what the heck? Yeah, it's completely erased on my end. It's showing that basically it's showing that it doesn't exist, and your face is no longer, like your picture, your profile picture is no longer even there, hun. Hello, Jacob C. Hello, hello. So I don't know. That usually doesn't happen when you just update your phone. So that's weird. Edmonds. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you, hon. That's really weird. I'll try to send you something now, but it's probably going to come back the same thing. Let's see. Sent from my iPhone. Did you just send me another message? I just sent you one. Mail delivery subsystem, it says. And then delivery incomplete. There was a temporary problem delivering your message to your iCloud.com email. And the Gmail would retry it for 46 more hours. So super weird, honey. Sounds like you might have to get something looked at on your end. I'm not sure. Thank you for the compliment, Jacob. Supposed to go and check out a lake or whatever with my buddy Joe. You guys seen him on here before in the chat. Joe Lindsay. We're gonna go and check out the water and see what it's like. I don't know why Cindy Watts's book is disappeared off of Amazon, because I'm telling you, I looked it up first and I saw it, so now it's nowhere to be found, which is really weird. You got all the other books from that Nick Vanderleek person, which, like I said, there's a series of 9 books. What it looks like, though, is that person was just kind of going through the case as it was happening as well, but writing books on it as he went along. That's what it looks like. No, I'm single. I have been hurt too much in my life, so I stay single by choice because I don't want to be hurt. Hello, Heather. How are you, honey? I just wanted to hop on here and say hello, darling. Hope you and everyone is doing well. The cats are doing great. I saw Carl today, too. You guys have also seen him online chatting. He lives in the same town that I live in, so I ran into him at Walmart. You know that crazy power outage, right? Well, he lives like probably about 30 minutes from where I'm at, and honestly, his power was out for like a week. I couldn't believe it. He was just picking at ya. That's all right. You're allowed. Friends are allowed. Gianna Marie, you have 3 cats. I only have 2 because I have 2 hands. I can't pet a third one, and I don't want it getting jealous because the other 2 are getting attention. So I only have 2. But yeah, they're doing well, actually. I started some kind of like herbs and stuff for the cats for kidney and some drops for their healthiness. So I'll definitely show you guys that. Maybe Cindy realized she wasn't saying anything too good about Shanann and pulled out her book from the market. That's possible, Yvette, because it's really freaking weird that it's nowhere around on Amazon at all now. I even looked it up straight up on Google, you guys, and I couldn't find it. I looked under images, I looked under, there's actually books you can look under, and there's nothing. I would imagine that there would be a lot of hate stemming from the fact that she gets along with the mistress more than the wife. And it was very obvious in seeing Shanann's texts and her, her flusterment of the entire situation with her mother-in-law and father-in-law. We read about that stuff. So I can't see anything now for under Cindy Watts for as far as a book goes. But I mean, you guys all saw the hate that came about when she did her interview. I mean, the whole world was like, what the hell, lady? News, maybe? Let's check the news one. Chris Watts's letters in its eternity. I don't know. I really wouldn't be surprised, though, that there's backlash of a ton of hate, coming at her for it. You're gonna get off? Yeah, we're gonna be shutting down right away because, like I said, I want to go for a drive and get some fresh air. This day is just gorgeous. Take some selfies. You know me. The book is similar to her interview. Yeah, right. And we all saw the backlash that she got from that interview where she was just bashing how she didn't get along with Shanann and she wasn't supportive. She didn't go to the wedding. Her daughter offered to do the invitations and then didn't even follow through. So people didn't even show up. Like talk about a whole lot of bullshit. Like that's her special day. And nobody on his side of the family seemed like they were happy, for them at all. But you have a good day, Billy. Thanks for hanging out and chatting. So, Yvette, I could totally understand if this, the hate that she got from that interview, if that is, anything like the book, why she would want to pull something like that. There's some pretty, there's some people in the world that are pretty hard up to make someone else's life a living hell if they kind of see fit for themselves. But oh, Jennifer, I just got, that's weird though. Your picture is still gone, hun. 2 minutes ago, you sent an email. The letters from Christopher's book out on Saturday or Monday. Sunday is birthday. But that was the old message that you had sent me. I did get that one. I'm pretty sure I responded to it. Because I was asking you what your name is on Facebook, is if it's the same name. Never read the book, but heard a lot about it on YouTube. It makes me wonder if there really was a book. Was there a book? I mean, I don't know. It's really weird that you can't find it anywhere on the internet, though. I'll tell you that. Because I told you it was selling for like $17. I saw it. And now it's just gone. So that's really weird. And I'm even including the out of stock availability books. So true crime. Yeah, I don't know. That's a head scratcher, the why it's nowhere to be found. I don't know if Jennifer's still with us or not. But I am getting hungry, you guys. Didn't have any breakfast today. It's already almost, well, it's kind of dinner, in between lunch and dinner, right? I believe you did see it. It was published. Yeah, I totally did see it because I saw it for $17.10 on Kindle. Maybe we should look up Kindle and see if it's still available there. Kindle.com, I would assume. How do we get to Kindle? I don't want to go to Amazon. Isn't there a way to look up Kindle on here, please? Kindle e-reader, but that's with Amazon. Kindle Cloud Reader, also Amazon. Oh no, that was Sherilyn Cattle's book. That was 1710. My bad. Letters from Christopher. Holy crap. Hardcover from $952.95. What the fuck is that? Plus $3.99 shipping. Almost $1,000. I really wish you guys could see what I'm seeing right now. I could turn the camera around. Look at this. No joke. That's crazy. What the fiddle is that? That's insane. Kindle Unlimited. That one's Peter Dovitt. Anybody know who wrote the book for Cindy's book or whatever? Does anybody know who the author is of that? Kindle on the App Store. Kindle. Cindy Watts' book, All Broken Pieces by Kathleen. Let's look that up. Well, it won't even bring up the book, hun. It is gone. But like I said, I am getting hungry. Kathleen something, yeah. Well, it doesn't even bring up her as an author right now. It's just bringing up like the Kindle devices instead of the books. That's a different letters from Christopher. I saw that too, right? There's like a good half a dozen to a dozen books out in regards to the case. So, but again, it makes you wonder about how much information you're going to get out of that that's actually truthful. If we couldn't even get all the information from Weld County, like what makes any of us think that these books are going to have any more information, really? And how truthful is it? How do we even validate it, right? So, really weird. Anyways, guys, like I said, I'm getting hungry and I'm going to go for a drive with my buddy. And then we'll be back Wednesday, 6 p.m. Central Time. So if anybody here is new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Everybody is welcome. And we do a lot of interactive conversations here. If you enjoy hanging out with me, smash that like. It's always awesome to see the support come from you guys when you do that. So much love to you all. It's TGIS. Thank goodness it's Sherry. I hope you guys all have a great rest of the weekend. I hope the work week flies by for most of us. And we'll be right back here Sunday, 1 p.m. Central Time to hang out face-to-face again and have more interesting conversations. So I have seen some of the other YouTubers that have done some uploads on this case and stuff. Very interesting. The topic I don't think is going to be something that fizzles anytime soon. So it's always great to get different perspectives and to hear, different pieces of everything that's out there. So I thank you guys for hanging out with me. Much love to you all. And we'll see you again soon for another true story with me, Sherry Wiens. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day and enjoy the sunny, nice weather if you have it. And if you're watching a rainstorm, well, that's okay too. Those are always fun. But I'll be back Wednesday, y'all, and we will hang out again. And we will continue opening up the Christopher Watts case files together. So if you're somebody who's interested in hearing more about that, then be here Wednesday, 6 p.m. Central Time. I hope you guys have a great day. Much love. Bye for now.